So over these past 2 years and soon to be 3 years driving on public highways almost daily while commuting to and from school, I learned a few things about drivers. For example, when I initially started driving to school, I would always conform to the speed limits, besides a few exceptions where I may or may not have had to speed to make it to an exam that was occurring literally 30 minutes after my shift ended. And during these times where I would go the speed limit, I had these cars telling right behind me on the furthest right lane, which, for those of you who do know, is meant for traveling at regular speeds. They'd be flashing their lights, expecting me to go past the speed limit, and I would sometimes, speed up a few miles per hour, but they remained on my tail and even got closer, expecting me to speed up even more. And as soon as I sped up more, they would do so again, speeding up until I eventually decided that I was going way over what I should be and began to slow down. And as soon as I would begin lighting off the gas, these arrogant pieces of work began to honk and flash their lights as if I'm in the wrong for obeying the law, until they decide to speed up on their soccer mom SUVs like if they were late to a multi-billion-dollar meeting. No, besides those arrogant drivers, other drivers that manage to really grind my gears far beyond are the drivers that go the speed limit on the left overtaking lane. For example, I was driving home once, and this individual, while driving it was like an old white hatchback, was in the overtaking lane, as I and others were coming up on a semi at the same speed on the right lane. So I switch over to overtake, and the truck happens to be traveling at the same speed, and we're just locked in, clogging up traffic behind this slow driver who appears to have no care in the world for the safety of others or himself. And I remember making it past a truck traveling on the right, and just looking to my left and seeing the prick of a person eating a sandwich, and just passing him on the right lane to let the other drivers pass. And my worst experience by far with other drivers has been the experience of falling behind traffic, where there is work maintenance happening ahead and the lanes of traffic start slowing down. Meanwhile, behind me there's a Honda Civic 5 foot from giving my car a love tap on the license plate. It's like these people seem to have an expectation that by pushing their way past my small little red sedan, they can get past the hundreds of cars that sit in front. I'd be looking at my rearview mirror, sweating and waiting for the person behind me to speed up a little too much and end up triggering my airbags. But yeah, overall, my conclusion and lesson for everyone listening is to just drive with patience and respect others' space and lives to ensure safety.
There's more than one way to kill those creatures out there. You can melee them in the side of the head, knock them out cold. You can blow them up, and you can zap them with that fence. You got a lot of options. Try some. I don't want to scare you, but I think things are going to get a little bit more tough on you. So don't start crying. You got skills, I'll give you that. Blah, blah, blah. I could go on and talk all about myself, but just get out there and do your job.